Hey everybody, I'm Mike DeSepoli and welcome to the Ask the Advisor show, brought to you by Heritage Financial Advisory Group. Today in episode 84, we'd like to talk about 13 power moves to help get your money game in shape. You know, it's a great time of year for you to focus on personal finances. I mean, we think it's always a good time to focus on your money, but in the summer, people generally have more free time on their hands, and we hope you use some of that productively to improve your money game. So let's get right to it. 13 power moves to help you with your finances. Number one, eliminate unnecessary spending. You know, this one should go without saying, but too many people waste money on things that they don't need, that they don't have practical use for. So try to look at the things that you buy, evaluate if there's something that you really need or is it just a current trend that's going to come and go. Eliminate unnecessary spending, number one. Number two, start saving early. You know, I cannot preach this enough to people. Time is the greatest commodity when it comes to investing. The earlier you start, the greater probability you have to succeed at hitting your investment goals. Number three, don't let savings be a choice. You know, I just don't understand. Many people look at savings as it's something that they choose to or choose not to do. You know, think about your rent, your car payment. You don't have a choice when it comes to paying those. You should treat your savings no differently. Don't treat it as a choice. Treat it as an obligation, as a requirement. Even treat it as a bill. It's a bill that you're paying for the future you. Number four is to save at least 10% annually. I'd like to see you higher, somewhere around 15%, but anything is better than nothing. Let's look at all the gross income that you have and find a way, come up with a plan that we can save at least 10% of that money towards future goals and endeavors. Number five is to take advantage of an employer match. If you work at a current employment place that has a workplace retirement plan, there's a matching component, whereas your employer is matching contributions based on the rate of money that you're putting into your employer plan. Please, I implore you to take advantage of that. So many people just skip out on the retirement plans altogether. They don't realize they're leaving free money on the table that their employer is willing to give them towards their retirement. So if you don't participate, you're never going to get that free money. So take advantage of the employer match. Number six, if you get a raise, save it. Don't spend it. So many people are just, implored to spend a raise when they get it. They have more money coming in than they're used to. And the first thing they do is they find something to spend that money on. It just doesn't make sense. You got used to living at a certain budget, at a certain level of income. If you get a raise, don't find an excuse just to blow it on something that you do not need. Number seven, for folks that are a little bit older, make those catch-up contributions in your retirement plans. Once you cross over age 50, the IRS allows additional contributions on a year in and year out basis, whether you have an IRA, 401k. It's important to take advantage of those limitations. A lot of people go from age 49 to age 50. They don't realize they crossed a threshold that allows them to contribute more money, and they're not taking full advantage of it. So take and make those catch-up contributions. Number nine, diversify your investments. It's very important that if you are someone who has investments, that you don't have all your eggs in one basket. We learned now watching some of the stocks in the technology sector last week. Earnings reports come out, these stocks get hit very hard, and if you had all your eggs in one basket, you were definitely, not a happy camper at that time. Number 10, don't let fees eat into your investment returns. It's important to work with a professional, but it's more important to know what you're paying that professional to manage your money. If you're getting the results that deem appropriate the level of fees that you're paying, then you're in a good place. But if you're paying exorbitant fees, you're not getting the investment performance that you should be getting or that you think you should be getting, there's a conversation to be had there. Make sure you know what you're paying. And if you think you don't pay any fees at all, it's time we have a conversation because we got to shed some light on things that you may not be aware of. Number 11, stay the course. All right, this is not a week by week or a month by month game. This is a long-term game. We want to see you stay the course, stay in the game, keep your head down, keep focused on those long-term goals. Don't let short-term gyrations in the market or the economy throw you off course. Just keep moving forward and keep that momentum. Number 12 is to create tax-free retirement income for yourself by creating a Roth savings account, whether it's a Roth IRA, Roth 401k. This is the ability to put money away that's already been taxed. It grows tax-free, and more importantly, when you use it in retirement, that money is a tax-free stream of income for you. And number 13, outside of the investment market, we always love to see people invest in income-generating real estate. If you're at that point in your financial journey where you're able to diversify outside of financial markets, you have enough capital on hand to buy pieces of real estate. We always like income-producing real estate. We think that's a good diversifier for any portfolio, and obviously the more income, the better. So this is just 13 power moves for your money. We want to make sure that you're being as productive as you can with the money that you have, and more importantly, you have a plan to get you from here today at point A safely to point B, achieving all your goals along the way. If you follow along with the show, you know it's important to us that we increase not just your return on investment, but your return on life. And we think if we give you the right knowledge and information on how to work with your money, you can do the same. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you back next week for episode 85.